Hello, everyone. How is everybody doing? Looks like I just went willy-nilly, just went straight to a live stream rather than do it. So this is fun. So we're back. We're here. Hopefully some people will come in. I didn't advertise this one, but yeah. Why? Pad? Why? Blah. So I need to figure out how I can link. Hello, Koala. Welcome to the stream. I need to figure out how I can set thingy up so I can go live. Hello, Daniel. Welcome to the stream. So I need to figure out how I can make the stream go live so I can set it up for an event and play it through Streamlabs. But everyone's got the Fan First Friday going. I've just really randomly just come on and gone, fuck it, like we know. But we all know, as soon as there's a Fan First Friday, we know that I'm going to be here and I'm going to be doing it. So as I continue talking, I have to finish setting up the stream for the content so I can get it right. So it's a good thing. I need to make a generic thumbnail for all of it. But welcome. I'm glad everyone is here and they're all having fun. Hopefully, we should have it on. So need to turn the modernization on so we can like get adverts on this stream. And then obviously we're waiting for Hasrbo Pulse, which happens in a thing. So what is everyone kind of predicting so far? I'm kind of thinking that we're going to be getting some more stuff. What do you think of Dino? I like it. I really like Dino Fury. It's one of the better seasons that we've had in such a long time, and I feel like we could get more from it. So I'm hoping at some point that we will. So yeah, what do you think, Daniel? What do you think of Dino Fury so far? I just think it's a good series. I think it is. I think it's still the better one that we've had in a very long time, and I think that we can learn from it. But I have a feeling that, see, I always kind of imagine, like, if the split is happening, that I imagine that it's like, you know, it's the last day of school and it's like the best thing in the entire world, and that's the main thing. It's like, this is the best part ever, and you want more, and then suddenly it's gone and you'll never experience it again. And you know, that's why I imagine what's going to happen with Dino Fury. Really, yeah, it's such an like the Power Rangers is such an inclusive series for what it is, but I feel like they could do a lot more with it, and I think that that's the main thing. So that's what I kind of imagine right now, is that the series is going to do absolutely stonkingly well, and then it's going to bait and switch. It's going to, well, not bait and switch. It's going to switch it over, and it's going to be something different, and that's what I imagine it is going on. But it's Power Month. It's oh shit. They're on now. Oh, is it waiting? Yeah, we're not doing that. Okay, so we've got the chat up. We can see what they say. I'm gonna copy this link here, and then on another page on my monitor, I'm going to comment, and we're gonna comment. Make sure that is turned off because you probably hear it through my speakers. Yeah, wait. So there's Sabi. I see Sabi in the chat. Sign into chat. I feel though, like, I feel in this we don't need any turtles, because I feel like if they hadn't have released it and then just gone and released it all everyone in this in one go, I think it'd be so much better. I see you in the other chat, Koala. Hello, Carecrow. How are you doing? Hopefully this is going to be fun Okay, so I need to open up so I can chat in my own chat at the same time. So I am wondering. Oh, there's an advert on the channel. That's good. I see Koala in the other chat. It's fine, absolutely fine. You can do that. I just see it. I just see once you know usernames, that's it. I see other people in here that I know. So, but I'm so glad that we're able to capture the chat. That's the main thing that we want so far, because it means that we are going to do a video at some point over the chat, and that's what I want. That's what the main thing is. So the advert that's playing on thing is a coupon page, which I think I'm good. Thanks. I didn't know there was a as soon as they announce it, I'm straight on it. Like there's going to be a live stream, 100%. There will be. So how about the work getting on the prices back down? Disney licensed royalty fees and then map pricing afterwards are the only reason they're still high as they are right now. It's imports. That's what it's about. That's the reason why your figures are going up. It's because of pricing of importing right now. It's absolutely fine, Koala. I see you. Okay, Andy Davis has just got knives. Everyone says, thing. Hasbro Pulse, is there more Fan First Friday this month for Power Rangers? I reckon every Friday is going to be a Fan First Friday. That's my guessing. Holy shiz, again, so many stuff. It's really weird. I just said about knives and stuff like that. And then the next advert is for Husk Knife. That is something. Okay, and release dates for Zords. I think the Zords are going to come out a couple of, I would say, the end of this month or next. Hasbro wants the 100th figure. Like, I think that's what they're going to do. I think that's what we're going to get. It's like, how many figures are we up to now? I don't know. Josh knows a lot more than I do. So I reckon he'll know, because I think it's the Ninjetti, and then we know exactly what's going on. Okay, we got 52 seconds. 52 seconds. Are we gonna get there? That's what it's about. Okay. Brenny goes, I don't work for Hasbro. I want to know what the chat's gonna say on this. Like, on the Hasbro one. The Hasbro one is fucking so bad every single day. Like, every single time, it's just like, will there be more TMT? Like, this whole thing is just going to be Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And if I was Hasbro Pulse, I would probably make each one of the characters bigger in this one. It just makes more sense. I can see myself. There we go. Let's go. 9 seconds. 9 seconds. Okay, so we're going to need to... They're just going to go straight into it, aren't they? I like their animation, to be fair. Right, there we go. Loretta. I generally thought that was his squeaky chair.
What's about?
Loretta, it's Power Month. We're celebrating
okay, is the volume okay
Power
for you guys?
Rangers. I cannot be more happy today. So, hello everyone. Hello Ranger Nation. Bonjour. My name is Irvin. I'm the lead franchise marketing manager on Power Rangers, and we have with us today Loretta.
Hey everyone, good to see you again
Loretta.
on another Fan
Everyone
First
loves
Friday.
Loretta in this.
If you've tuned in before, you know I am Loretta, the product designer on the Lightning Collection.
So, Loretta.
Okay.
Do you know what we need to have in any celebration?
I can think of a couple things. Oh my god.
Yes. Like, the only person that actually brings proper stuff that
Definitely.
we're like, sure,
I have a little cake here. I'm probably going to get in trouble for lighting fire in our office.
It's okay. Sure, it's not like it's a giant one. Okay, sounds good on that one. You can hear them.
I don't think they're here, so that should be fine. Don't tell anyone.
Yes, because that is going to go
You know what? This is for our fans out there. I want them to celebrate. So please put your power wish in the comments. If you don't want to jinx it, don't do that. But yeah, we're going to blow the candles. It's celebration. So Loretta, make your wish as well. 3, 2, 1.
News.
There we go.
Lisa can use those candles
Awesome.
again.
Now give me a
Loretta's not
slice.
really bothered, is she?
Definitely.
What
I
the
will
heck?
definitely give you a slice. Well, actually, you know what? You know what
Slam
I've
it.
always been dreaming to do since I was a kid?
Eat cake on stream.
Aww.
At any point, you
I
could have
did
done
it.
that in life.
I
It's
did
that
it.
one moment. He's like, yeah, I need it.
I'm loving this. Hello, Ranger Nation. So today we will be taking you through the great collaboration between Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Power Rangers.
Okay,
Before
he
we do
is
that,
more
before we do that, Loretta,
for it.
you know what I'm going to be doing tonight? I'll be playing video games. Look at that. The physical
Yep.
game of Battle for the Grid Super Edition is launching next Tuesday on August 10th on PlayStation
It's such a
4,
bad game.
on Xbox One, and
It's
on
such
the
a bad
Switch.
game.
And for those who, unlike me, don't like physical versions, you can actually download it now as we speak.
I don't
So
like
today, if
physical
you want to.
versions, but I have
But I
physical
personally like to
versions
have
here.
my own collections of video games. And actually, this edition
It's such a
right
bad game.
here combines the content from the original collector's edition. It has all the
It's
three
such a
season
bad game.
passes and the all new Street Fighter pack, which is super cool. And I don't know if many know this, but this is the first fighting game that has a cross-play capability across all the existing platforms, which is super cool.
That I will give them. That is actually
awesome.
a really good thing.
So,
Loretta
Ranger
doesn't
Nation,
give a shit.
today we won't be showing you any new products,
Oh.
but we will take you through the journey of
Okay.
how we went from the concept of this
Everyone
great
just like gets
collaboration
angry.
to the great, awesome comic book edition that we have, the comic book mini limited series, and then, of course, the great product that Loretta has been working on. But in order to do so,
I reckon they should put
right,
Loretta in Power
we have
Rangers.
some guest stars. So you know what? I know our hardcore fans, our action figure hardcore fans, are gonna go on the comments and put all the positive comments. Let me just say, although we don't have new reveals today, we're gonna be focusing on the product we revealed already this week.
Yeah.
We will have reveals and pre-orders throughout the month of
Oh
August.
God,
so
no.
stay tuned.
Dear God, no.
Should we bring in our VIP guest?
Yes, definitely.
That's like.
Great.
Can you
Hey
slow it
Ryan,
down?
hey Janist.
Oh, cool,
Hey everyone.
Ryan's
So
there.
we have
Guys.
the comic book writer of the TMNT and Power Ranger
One
comic book.
figure a day.
And we also have Junist from
Fuck
Viacom
me,
and
that's-
Nickelodeon, who's working on design for the Turtles. Hey guys, do you guys want to introduce yourselves to our
Dear
fans?
God, no. Like,
Yeah,
I
hi, I'm
can't-
Ryan. Like they said, the comic book writer on the series, and it's a pleasure to be here. Absolutely, like it's a dream come true. I'm not gonna lie.
Hey guys, I'm Junist Ortiz. I'm the senior director at Viacom CBS. I'm basically the toy designer for Nickelodeon. I've been working on Turtles for the past 11 years here at Viacom. And a little fun fact about me
When
is that
buying them.
I got my start in this business as an intern for Kenner /
There
Hasrbo
we go.
Toys back in '95.
Ooh,
So thanks for having me.
That's awesome.
Okay, Kenner, that's not bad.
Great. Well, let's dive right into it, right? Just to set the
Okay.
base here and the background on how this great collaboration came about. Boom Studios actually reached out to IDW Comics as they knew that Hasbro, Viacom, IDW, and Boom Studios all were working together on
Like, I
multiple
knew it was coming
projects
out. I don't want them
across
all to be
multiple
like,
brands, and
it's
there was a
coming out
great
on the,
relationship
like,
there.
the 1st of the
And
11th.
this is how the ideas was created. And I
mean,
guess
literally,
Ryan,
it's
do
just
you want to talk to us a
everything's
little
out
bit
at the
more
same
about how
time.
you were
It's
brought
too-
in as the
too
comic
much
book
product.
writer for this collaboration?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. So I think they just knew that I was just a super hardcore Turtles fan from the beginning, because like I have been. I went to when I was 7. I went to the
like-
the Coming Out of Their Shells rock and roll concert
60,
series.
120,
And know all the words to this stuff. So yeah, they kind of knew. But yeah, so
180.
we
Yeah,
all
you're
went to
looking
that,
at
right?
a
Yeah.
shit ton of money so
But
far.
so yeah, I went to I've been writing Power Rangers for like 3 years, something like that. And I was writing
Mic
Go-Go
drops,
Power Rangers
and
at this
then comes
time,
back up.
and it was about to end. And so I was trying to come up with what could I possibly write next. And I was like, well, no, I don't know if anybody's ever really done a comic swap or a comic
they
crossover
have.
with the Power Rangers and Ninja Turtles. So I literally called
Like, it's
my editor,
wholly
Dapper
there. It's
Plebin,
all there.
to picture the idea. And
People have
before I
done it
got the
before.
chance to
So I
picture
don't
the
know why it's
idea,
like
she
I'm
was
the
like,
first.
hey, I'm really sorry. I don't have any other work for you right now. We're too busy with the crossover. And I was like, wait, what crossover? She's like, the crossover between the Ninja Turtles and the Power Rangers. I was like, that's exactly what I was calling you for. And she's like, I go, do you have a writer? And she's like, no. I was like, you got one now. So I begged and begged and begged to do this project. And thank God I made that phone call, because if not, I probably would not be on this call with you guys today.
Okay,
I love it. You're like,
I like his
surprise,
background.
here I am.
The background of like the
It's, you know,
green
synchronicity.
thing.
It's amazing.
I mean, when I was reading the comics, I was always going, go, go, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I had like
Yeah,
the
in
song
space
in
was a
my head
crossover.
all the time.
Like-
Loretta, Janice, how did you guys feel
I'm
and
gonna
react when you
check
heard
this
about
up.
the collab for the first time?
How
Oh,
many
for me, I was, when it came across my desk, I'm a super fan. I
crossovers
love
with
everything
the
Hasbro. I love
Ninja
action figures.
Turtles have
And I
there
knew the quality
been?
was going to be amazing. So I was so excited to work with you guys.
Okay.
And yeah, I was, a
So,
90s
like
child.
you said, like no
so
one's
it
done a
was
crossover.
another franchise that I loved and I grew up with. So
Let's have a look.
I was so excited that the possibility of designing
Comics.
turtle Power Ranger toys. I mean, any type of turtle toys would have been like an honor and really awesome. But I was so
video
excited and just hoping that this was going to like really come through and happen.
They've done crossovers.
So yeah, super excited and honored to be able to work on this project.
I could definitely see you going, let me get my hands on this and make some like really cool action
Batman.
figures.
Oh yeah. I was trying to be low-key excited about it. Like, yeah, that
Other
sounds cool. But
things.
inside I was freaking out. Like, this is gonna be so amazing. I can't wait. Like, I hope
done
hope this is
crossovers.
real.
Well,
Did it
we
with
have
the,
Janice to thank for it. There you go.
Flaming Carrot.
Yeah.
Ryan,
So they
I
have done it.
guess tell us a little bit more about the process of creating the comic, creating the story, the plots all together. I think you've done an amazing job of bringing those two worlds together, combined
Yes.
into one. You have giant monsters. I don't want. By the way, for the fans out there, apologies. There's going to be plenty of spoilers during the discussion. So if you just want to wait for the product, you can mute us and then unmute us later on. But it's going to be full on
But
spoilers.
when you've muted them and just left
so
them,
yeah,
you
it's
can be
like
okay.
the mecha.
It's
So
completely forget.
obviously the
Shut
Megazord
back.
with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle wagon. So tell us a little bit about the whole process, the plots. Yeah.
Yeah, well,
reckon
going
they're
into
still
it, I
all
think
working
my
from
entire
home,
point
though?
was to try and make as many toys possibilities for you guys as possible. That was the entire approach. Basically, that's the way I write everything, though. So it kind of worked, but this was perfect.
You kind of think they would share something like
like when we first started, it
exclusive
was
out
weird
on
because I
this,
remember I
like
sat
they
down and I
should do.
wrote down. I actually have it written down here. It's like color-coded teenagers fighting a warlord monster. A warlord that uses
Like, I would
monsters
imagine, like,
and
you're gonna get
endless
these,
foot
like these
soldiers.
guys coming
And what I
out.
realized what was so cool about that was it could apply to both series.
Like
It's
the
exact
Rangers in
same-
Ninja Gear.
yeah,
That would be the
that's
one that I would
similarity
kind of
between
work
them.
with
They literally could-
next.
they're like cousins of each other. And so that was the fun part was like, okay, there's a lot of it's going to be easy to find sort of the similarities, but to figure out the story, it was like, okay, so what are the differences? And so you like on one side you have the Power Rangers, right? You have the kids, these sort of California kids who are, doing their best to sort of
next
protect the
10
world
like,
while always
hour,
dealing
this
with
is
all
what
the
they're all
normal
talking about.
problems of high school and all that stuff. But they always feel like sort of the last line of defense, right? If they fail, the world falls apart. But then on the other side, you have the turtles who are saving the world as well, but they're doing it in the shadows, right? They don't get any of the
It just feels
adulation. They
kind
don't
of
get any of the credit. And
weird
on top of that, they're
that
saving
you
the world
talk
from
about the
people who would
turtle
be
comic
scared
book
of
that
them
came
and
out
fear
last
them.
year.
And so I thought, okay, that's a really interesting contrast. So how can I have them sort of learn from each other? And what was so great was you realize, oh, if we could just have them literally walk in each other's shoes, then you would get that story arc. And so we were like, that means the turtles have to become Rangers. And then I was like, we got toys now. But that was what I loved about it. Was like it seemed like such a great opportunity to do that.
I feel like there's not much to kind of react to.
Get them the opportunity.
It's
to
just
sort
here
of,
is a panel.
Megazord, like really, if you've read the story, Donatello is actually like a big super fan of the Power Rangers. So I just wrote him like me, and I just love that he just loves all the different pieces of it, and I just thought that was fun, right? And I couldn't have done any of this too without the fact
even
that
looking at myself, looking at the phone, like, I generally thought there'd be something on it
where they actually meet the turtles. So what was great about that was I didn't have to come up with some sort of ridiculous reason as to like they jump over realities or whatever. They've already met each other, so I can just say they exist in the same world, and that made it a lot easier.
What's the Oxy
But then we started once we got that idea going. We brought in Simone
he
DeMia, who's the artist on the series, and he
please
did
get
a phenomenal
Transformers
job
crossover
crafting them. And we went through a lot of the
Hasbro
process of
Pulse?
just trying to figure the whole thing out.
Okay,
But like
so
he
that's
brought such a
us.
great style to it all.
Okay, so
It was just a really honestly, it
talking.
was the most fun
That's
I've
really
ever
cool.
had writing anything in my entire life.
hopefully
It's
we'll get a
not. I mean,
sequel
it's not
comic.
even close.
I think we will.
This is if they were like, you could do this forever, I would write this series forever.
Okay,
and that's
so
what
it's a
we
deep
like to
dive
hear. And
into the
shout out
collab.
to Simone, exactly right. That art is phenomenal and it's really beautiful.
Okay, so it's just they're going to be
So
talking about it.
you know,
I
kudos
wonder
to
if
that.
everyone's going to be
I really
kind
love
of
even how you created the story
streaming
plot
all
of
of this,
how
or if they've
and
all
why
kind of stopped
the
and gone,
turtles
ah,
need
can't be
to
bothered.
morph. So
I tell
tell us a little
Megazord
bit
would be
more
cool. I
about
think that's going
how
to come
did
out
you
next.
decide which color went. You know, Leonardo is blue. We have our Red Ranger, who's the leader as well. So Jason, so how did you decide which color
It feels
goes
weird
to
because I'm
which
looking
character?
at the stream, my stream,
Yeah, that
and
must
then
be tricky,
I'm
right?
delayed. So I generally
Oh
thought
yeah, I
Ryan
mean,
was
I'm sure the
speaking in
comments are
French.
going to tell me I got it wrong, which is going to be great. So bring it on, guys.
Tell us what you think about
But yeah,
in
I
the
think that
comments
was
below.
to be actually to just really say it, when I first got the
That's
series
Hasbro
and Daphne was
Pulse.
like, okay, what story do you want to tell? The first thing I said coming
Hasbro
out of my mouth
Pulse.
was Green Ranger Shredder. That was my pitch for the series.
Well,
And I was like, I just think there's such a great opportunity
go.
to have,
Hey.
you know, the
Smiley
Dragon
face.
coin was for a
This is
villain. Let's have
Spell Hey,
Shredder figure out a way
Hey,
to take
smiley
it
face.
and become the Green Ranger Shredder.
Will there
And she was
be
like, okay,
another
absolutely. And I showed her a little drawing I did. I was like, that's
first
how I started everything and just sketched out. But
Friday
yeah, when we started,
for
exactly, yeah, that was not my drawing and not
Rangers.
nearly as good. But yeah, just the little helmet. Yeah, it was definitely like it just fit. Like I said, these series
see if
fit
that
so
gets
well
through.
together in so many, and they complement each other in such interesting ways that it just seemed perfect.
And I did not make the best Power
But yeah,
Rangers.
when it came to actually figuring out, like just designing the Rangers and figuring out what colors they wanted to be, it was a long conversation. And I'm not even entirely sure he got it
I
entirely
love the
right.
fact
but
that
I
everyone's
think
talking
maybe, yeah,
me the best Power
hopefully
Rangers
at this
toys.
point,
They
yes, we
used to
figured it out.
back in the day, but they didn't now.
But yeah, we talked about it, and because like you have like
100%
the original
they just didn't.
colors, like so do the turtles take on the original colors of the Rangers?
Damn
and like
it,
you said,
Hasbro
but
Pulse.
like the red is always the leader, but
You
Raphael's
work
not
there,
really the
you should get
leader.
the product
So
passed
what we
to you.
kind of thought about when we started going over it was we went, okay, let's go back to the way the original turtles were created. When they were around, they only had red bandanas. And you knew them by their weapons.
literally
So we
have
said,
Power
okay,
Rangers
if we
X
get
Team
a version
crossover
of
and
the
you're
weapons
seriously
correct,
complaining
then the
and
colors
asking
won't
for
be
more,
as
be
important.
thankful.
And
Yeah,
so we just
I
thought, and also
give
the
that
other thing that
one
was happening was
quite
I
a
remember
bit.
we were doing a sketch of the original Turtle Ranger,
just
and
kind
I
of
showed it to
feels
my
like
wife,
everyone
and I
wants
said,
everything.
who
Like,
do you think this
here's
is? It
the
was a
next
Red Ranger. She goes, well, the Red
year's
Ranger, so it's
product.
Raphael. And I was like,
That might
okay,
be a
if
video.
you told me that,
book.
then we'll just go with it.
Don't
So
have
that's
my
why we
book
went
next to
with
me.
red for Raphael, and we went with blue for Donatello, and then we just figured the other two we could try and figure it out. But yeah, it was
I would have
you know,
had
it's complicated because
Donnie
they
is
don't quite
blue.
line up exactly. But we you know, just feel like, you know, if we
Mortal
did
Kombat
the
versus
weapons
Power
correctly,
Rangers
hopefully that would be
would be
okay.
Oh,
annihilated.
for sure. And you know, that just makes sense and it all comes together. Speaking of weapons, I think
Damn it,
Loretta is
Hasbro,
going to
you
have quite a
completely
lot to
ignored
show
me.
us today. So I guess Loretta, we could go into the action figures and, you know, talk to us a little bit about, you know, what we revealed this week.
Yes, I can't wait
Loretta's
to
like,
show you guys the
"Get
stuff.
in
So
there now."
up first,
She's like,
we
"I'm gonna
have
bring
our
it out."
first 2-pack, which is a 2 turtle pack
It'd be cool if
of
she actually had it.
Leo and Donnie
Like,
as
literally
the
had the
blue
product so
and
we could
black
see.
ranger. So
I really don't like the red eyes.
here we go. I happen to have these guys
Oh,
with
shit,
me in
okay.
hand, which is really, really exciting. Look how
Fuck.
great
Okay,
they look.
These are super cool.
Yeah, they have really great articulation and they're just really awesome.
I wanna
But
see-
some of
yeah.
the things I love the most are all of the hybrid design elements that
Okay.
you know you guys worked on while doing the comic book. It was just so well integrated, and I can't
Now
wait
that
to
I've
show
seen
you guys
them,
all that. So
I'm
let's
inclined to
start.
be like, okay, it's worth it.
One of my favorite things is the weapons. You know, they did such a beautiful job of blending both franchises of Power Rangers and Turtles. So you have the double-bladed lance here,
Okay.
and of course
I
it
was
comes
hoping for
apart
Casey Jones
just like it
in as
does,
well.
and
Somehow, maybe
blast
the White
effects
Ranger
come
one?
up.
No.
But
What's everything
check
in the
this out.
comic?
We also have that double holster in the back,
Okay,
which is
that
just so
is-
cool. I mean, it looks
that's-
awesome.
That's what
Works
I like.
really well.
That's
He's
Leo
just
right
such a
there.
good figure. Yep.
It's dope.
My
And of
morphing
course,
beer,
it wouldn't
I'm on
be
it.
Leo without the awesome portrait, right? We just had to bring these
Grumpy
characters to
cat.
life. So we did that. We
Looks
did
a lot like
include a
Grumpy
portrait.
Cat.
And this is something early on in our conversations with the studio and with Jonas. He was very insistent on like, we got to do portraits. We have to bring these characters to life. So do you want to tell us a little bit about like some of those things that were important to making these portraits?
One of the most important things with the portraits is, you know, there was a lot of variations on what these turtles look like in the comic.
It's kind of weird that they've
So
they've
taking a
worked
little
with
bit of
Nickelodeon
classic turtle and some
to
of
get the
the
toys out.
inspiration
That's
from all
one
the
thing to
comic
me
books
is a
and
bit kind of,
blending it all together.
That's a bit
It's very
different.
easy to get a turtle to look like, you know, frog-like. without the big jowls and the snout.
God damn it,
you have
Alex.
to-
Get out of
to get it
here.
just right. So you guys, you really hit it on the mark there. You made my job a lot easier with your super talented sculptors. But I really love the way it turned out, and I think capturing that happy balance
I
between
just don't
Turtle
like
and Ranger.
I only
think we
really
hit
like
the mark there.
Mikey's head in this.
I'm sorry, I have to throw in a dad joke in here. I mean, honestly, when you look at that, can you put him back on Loretta? Check out that. He actually has a white turtleneck. All right, fans, show us all the great puns you can have
Okay,
out there. Put
give
in the
him that.
comments the most, funny puns you can think about. Sorry, I
Dad
had to
jokes
do
are the
that.
best, to be fair. He looks okay like that. He looks
But
really
yeah,
cool.
I think
the
he
head
turned
off
out
to the
great.
side.
I really love it. And then of course, yeah. So here's the sketches that you had done.
Yeah, you can see the before and after, where the before is on the left.
Like the
and our
drawing is like
recommendations
10
as the
times
sketch.
better, I think.
But we really wanted the jowls of the turtles to be a little bit
I
more
really want to know
prominent,
if everyone else
and to
is
have
still
some of
streaming
those
this.
classic expressive features called out. So for Donatello, you can see he's got that infinity smile.
Yeah,
that the classic
everyone's still
turtles
going.
always
That's
have.
fine.
So you just
Jeremy was just
tweak,
like, what?
the sculpt slightly, but I think you guys nailed it on the second round.
Yeah, definitely that side smirk. I love that, and you're so right. Like, so
they must
this
be
is
using like
final product of
ZBrush or
Donnie,
something.
and I totally agree. This is just like that classic expression, and yet we really did try to capture that.
I probably would have taken the goggles off because
versions
part
that
of me
you
goes
see
like, if he
in the
morphed
comic
and he has the
books,
helmet on, is the
I'm really
helmet a
happy
bit
with
higher?
where we ended up. And yeah, we couldn't have done it without the full collaboration of everyone, which was great. And here we have Black Ranger Donatello, which again is super cool. I really love this one.
The Black
and
Ranger.
I totally
do.
feel, Ryan, for your I guess the challenge of like working with the different colors, because
Hello,
one of the
Orville.
things
Welcome
that
to
I
the
just working
stream.
with, I was like, oh wow, this is hard.
doesn't
Like,
look
do we
like the end product
wouldn't
for the
change their
turtles yet,
bandana
but
color, right?
yeah,
Like it's just hard, but at the same time, you want it to make sure that it reads
I
as
just
the
don't
right character. But I
really
think
like
it
the
totally
heads.
works and it makes sense. And I love, so again, this weapon, super cool.
But majority, as soon as they show them like this, that's
yeah. In
what
the original
product's gonna
design
be.
process, one of the things we talked about was like there was like a really like very early on. We're like, okay, would they wear their masks under their helmets? That seems a little redundant. But then we had this idea that the mask would like hang off of there like a bandana, like around like a cowboy bandana, and like we had a lot of weird things we tried. I mean, one of the hardest things to try to figure out was the shells and sort of the under. I don't know what this part of the turtle's called. I should know that, but like we were like, well, wait, would the suit go over the top of the shells or would it not? But then when we realized, when we looked at the Green Ranger, we're like, wait, he's got the shield. So and the morphing element of the helmet. So there's already that element of, okay, when they morph, there's
it's
like
kind of weird because
like stuff comes on, like there's a shell
shield,
element. So we just thought, okay, maybe the shell is like
there's no Green Ranger
like
element?
the shield, and so that helped us a lot too. It was like finding all that little stuff because it was like trying to. Yeah, it's Dragon Shield. Thank you. But like trying to find the logic of all that. But I like look how I love the texture of that. You guys have
I've
done
got
with
to give
the
it
gold. It looks amazing.
extra stuff on the turtles is pretty good.
Yeah, it's a really beautiful gold. So again, Johnny comes with not only this like staff version of the axe, but he also has the traditional axe blaster.
Okay,
so you get all of them. Also, I forgot to mention, but these turtles come with 3 hand grips, which is really great. So 3 sets of hands. One is kind of like this.
It's not bad.
Claw grip.
I just kind of.
And then you get like a traditional grip and a fist.
I don't know what I want from this range. So you get 3
sets, which is really unique to the turtles alone. But they're ninjas. You got to have all different possibilities, right? And again, of course, he also has the holster on the back.
Okay.
To hold his awesome weapon.
How many people?
This might actually be my favorite weapon in Blast Effect. It's just
because that's
really
one thing
cool.
I'm kind of interested to know is
we tried to, or at least like whenever I was looking at this, I really wanted to bring all those actionable elements of the comic book to life. So to me, just like a flaming axe,
like straight away, I pre-ordered
like
this.
effect would just be super comic booky. Like you could just see it in
expensive.
action. So that was kind of the goal here, is to bring all these weapons to life through the blast effects.
And you did actually a terrific job. I can actually see this blast effect in a comic panel and having Ryan write like a poof kind of like
think that's what it
effect
should
on
have come
that
with.
comic
I
panel.
think that would be kind of cool. Comic book effects.
Yeah,
That's
wait till
exactly
you
what
see
I
the
write.
other
Foof.
there.
Ryan's like, God damn, ask me a better question next time.
Yeah, so should we move on to the second set?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
You guys ready?
The rare side.
Are you
yes.
guys in the chat ready? Which is
Also,
your favorite
I will
set? I
give
want to know.
credit to Loretta's house.
Because I have a favorite, but
She's got a proper
not there
fire
yet.
in the background, and it's not for the thing.
Here we have
This
Mikey
is what it
and
looks
April.
like.
Look at him,
picture
just like
instead.
crashing into action. This is the blast effect I was kind of hinting at. Of course, the other ones are similar, but it has this really awesome swoosh effect. You could just
Okay,
see
that
it like
I'm
in
quite-
motion as if he's twirling these nunchucks.
It'd
And
be kinda
again,
cool if
I
you could
really
pose it.
love the design of these weapons. It's so cool that they're nunchucks, but they brought in the Yellow Ranger spear tips into it, like the dagger tips. It's just super
Hasbro
cool. I
asked
love that.
IDW to bring in Venus.
And the way that we
Ryo
design these,
in
they
the
do
Ninja
clip
next
together, so you can put both
mutation
of them
into the
in the
comics and
holster
show.
belt,
No,
which is really cool.
no one liked her apparently.
And
Everyone
of course,
hated
you
her.
can grip it and look like he's twirling these guys. And of course, I know you want to see the portrait.
But literally,
will say,
Loretta having a proper fire.
Mikey is my favorite
That's
turtle.
classy.
So I was
I
really
like
excited to
Mikey's
work on
face,
him. Look
I
at this
really do.
expression.
Cowabunga.
So good.
It would be really cool if you got two turtle heads in it.
Well done.
And he
One
actually
with
has
that
like
kind of look,
one
that
eye
normal look, and the
squinting,
whole fighting, like,
just to bring
type
that
thing.
like. He just looks like he's having a blast, and that was our goal. Like everyone's gonna look like they're in like fighting, determined expression, and we wanted Mikey to just be that crazy,
love the
like
fact Hasbro
"Ah,
poses.
coming at you.
They're doing good. I like
So,
it. Well done, Hasbro.
It's totally his energy, and I just love how different he is compared to everybody else.
Do you reckon that
And I think that the
Loretta
orange
has
really works with the yellow.
loads
Ranger
of these
suit.
like figures?
Yeah, the
around
different
the
color
house?
skin tone of the range of the turtles. Like I love that. It's like a little lighter, which kind of goes with the outfit. Looks great.
Yeah, Jenny, tell us a little bit more about like what you think when you have like the different skin tones, etc.
Like his office is
Is
really
that something
fucking
that
cool.
you have to have across all the different executions of the turtles, or how do you approach that?
I would love
Well,
that sort of
you know,
office.
there's so many different versions of turtles. You know, classic turtles all have the same skin tone, and they've evolved over the years.
Okay, I'm gonna.
But
I've got to post in the
me
thing.
personally, I do like the different
Okay.
skin tones just to
I have to
show
admit,
that they're, you know,
no.
to have a point of difference on each
Dunno,
figure.
what's that?
And the way they match up with the colors of the suits, I think it's really
got
complimentary.
to appreciate.
No, for sure, I agree. And with the colors of the Ninja Turtles as well, you get who that character is
didn't spell
immediately.
that right.
So for sure, well done.
So we have one other person in this set who is not a turtle,
Appreciate.
and that's Miss April O'Neil. And this was really exciting to bring to life because we took,
Love
the
it.
oh look, it's like she's
Like,
interviewing
I
me.
just feel like you just overdone
I told you I'm awful at this.
the Pink Ranger
Anyways,
stuff.
yeah, so she comes with some unique accessories that are, of course, she comes with the Pink Ranger accessories, the bow, arrow, and really cool blast arrow. And this time
Wait.
we did do some different colorations on that. So we actually
Okay,
made
I
her
was actually
bow
right in my
a
own
silver
chat.
and
Well done, Mark.
the blast one to be this light pink. So you
Got
get
to
those
admit-
classic Pink Ranger accessories, but to really make her different, we wanted to bring
What-
April O'Neil to it, right? So we gave her
Got to
a
appreciate
cool camcorder
the
and
working fire
this awesome microphone.
in.
I love it. It's so like it nostalgic for me to see those elements too. And this was the first time that you're getting a Pink Ranger without the skirt. Ryan, was that
But no
like
one's ever gonna say
something you
this.
guys had thought about whenever you designed her?
Yeah, well, that was the one thing that was weird because we were like trying to figure out when we knew April was
That's
going
what
to be
Hasbro Pulse picks
the
up.
Pink
like, holy
Ranger.
shit.
We were like, well, how do we make her like a little bit different? Because like everybody else, it's obviously the turtles are going
The
to
quality
be
of Hasbro
shift
is
up. But
also
with
bad. They
April, we're
use
like, I don't know.
cheap
And I
plastic
think it was,
after one
I
of
think
the
it might have been
boots,
Simone
white
was
and
like, I'm
yellow.
just going to take the
Bandai
skirt off and just make it normal. And I was
qualities.
like, oh, that's a really nice. It's like a tiny little touch, but I thought
I've
that was a
got to-
nice
I've
way to
got
sort of
to- I've got to
differentiate her
respond to that guy.
from Kimberly.
What's his
Yeah, I
name?
love that. I mean, it's a little more like modern, right? Like she doesn't need her skirt.
Yeah.
She's running around. Yellow Ranger never had a skirt, so it's a cool point of difference. And I want to talk a little bit about her portrait because obviously
Also cheaped
this
out.
is comic book
because,
influence and just
um,
April influence throughout what we've seen of her. So that was kind of fun, like working on someone who wasn't a real
cheap
life
out
actor and
because
bringing this character to
they
life. Like I
make
feel like this is
things
still very
smaller,
recognizable
and yet,
as April
what
O'Neil,
was that? And yet, oh, I'm responding to it.
even though it was something
and
we
yet
kind of just
charged more.
imagined. This next one is my
Dropped the
favorite set.
ball
It's my favorite
when
2-pack.
They didn't.
As you guys know, I love foot soldiers. I love
There you
them
go.
so much. It's so cool. I love this set. I love
Japanese
that it's a versus set.
Molds.
And it's, again, I love
And
foot
then one
soldiers.
of
So
my
I thought this was like an
who said-
awesome combination set.
Oh, awesome.
So
We have
we'll start
at
with Mikey.
P
Sorry,
R E
Raph. I don't
S O.
know why I said that. It's just because I love him so much. That's probably why. You can see he
You're
comes
doing
with
well.
these awesome side blades, which fit in the
Okay.
holster.
Let's see if I just started
Has a cool
something.
blast effect. And check out how he's gripping
Power
this
time
thing.
is over. Hasbro
Isn't that
cannot
awesome?
save
So
Masters
he
of the
actually holds
Universe.
it
Tell,
like between his
take
fingers.
your example. Quality.
cool.
You have a nice thing. Okay, we're not going to respond because I can't be asked with that sort of stuff.
And
Okay,
of
but
course, Raph has a portrait
hey,
as well. And it's pretty classic
Robertson,
to
how are
his
you doing? Okay,
personality. Oop.
so
I'll just
these
shoot the
look
picture.
okay.
Here we
I
go.
still think out of all of them, Mikey is
So again,
the best
classic
one.
grimace
That's cool.
Like Mikey is
and
the
aggression
best one in this completely.
that we
I think,
expect from Raph.
in my
And
eyes.
it is so like, this is what I really love. I should just put them all on my fingers if I can.
Like Raph looks just
No,
really
I can't.
angry, like, or he's
I try and hurt them.
he's smiling.
You're
like,
slowly becoming a
"Arr."
supervillain here, like decapitated turtle heads on your fingertips.
So I'm like, that's what gets me. Just
So let
put
us
more
know
on
which is your
spikes.
favorite in the comments. Which is your favorite turtle of all of them, for sure. Before we
Um,
go to Tommy.
I feel like that's like my favorite part about this is how different it is for each one of them and how unique they look.
It's just,
And then finally,
they all do look good.
this I'm really excited to show you guys because
I
we
wanna
did
see
something really
Shredder.
different here.
Oh
So
no!
the foot soldier.
Don't care about the foot soldier.
Whoop.
Don't care
Spoiler
about
alert!
foot soldier.
If you didn't know, Tommy is a foot soldier in the comic.
Dun, dun, dun.
Which is really awesome. Of course, he comes with
reply
this
to,
cool uppercut blast effect.
Prexo again.
Really powerful, really awesome. I love it. It's one of my favorite blast effects. And so, yes, he comes with a portrait.
For stopping
But
by.
what's really cool about him is that the
Okay.
bandana comes off. Check that out. So you
Okay,
can have
bandana
him
comes off.
masked or unmasked. Yeah, it actually fits. It fits to his
I do agree with you,
face.
Tony.
Like we
I
sculpted
really
it to
do.
fit to it. So whenever
Um,
you remove the head, you
but
can put on
unfortunately,
that little mask.
That's how they
And then
get their money.
That's not the only thing you still
because people will buy it.
get.
It's like
So
how
there's another
how
accessory
many
of like
things
an
do you
extra
finish?
little
Like,
scarf
you
cowl
stop from
piece
Mighty
for him,
Morphing, and then
which is also removable.
how is it? Like you carry
Yep.
on from Mighty Morphing, and that's
And
it.
he comes with a
And
fully
That's literally all you see.
fully masked face, which is really, really awesome.
Um,
And I
what is-
love what
what
we
is
did
the
with this.
Germany
We
retro
added
toys?
some
Why
extra
you just
little like
leave or
you can
buy
see
one-
stitch
one of their
detailing on
toys?
here to really bring it
yeah,
to life.
it's,
Like
Mighty Morphing is
all
one
those
of the
little
things
details. If
where
it was a
will
real
make
mask, I
money.
love the folds on the faces,
not
just
over from the
implying
Mighty
the facial
Morphing.
structure underneath. And
You know, we're
he
gonna
has
see
the red
next,
eyes.
li-
Really cool.
Next comics.
One of my favorite foot soldiers. And then again,
So
he
if
has
there's a
his
Transformers, we're gonna
his
see
sword, which can be
Transformer
holstered in the
Mighty
back.
Morphing.
And check out this blast effect. I love this thing. Does that not look
That
like it's
looks
straight out of
okay.
a comic book? Like,
Love it.
It does.
it's just
Awesome.
perfect slashing. It's so cool. So that's where, you know, I really wanted to bring that to life. But what I'd love to
Has-
know
has-
is like
has
what it
Germany
was
retro
like
thing been
designing
kicked?
these
'Cause I
foot
just love
soldiers
the
because
fact-
there's obviously a lot of
Like
different
they're all
variations of
commenting, I
those as
can't
well.
see anything.
And
but
I know when I was selecting
I
the
feel like,
colors
yeah,
of
Mighty
this,
Morphing is
I kind
never
of
gonna
looked
stop,
at
'cause you
things
sell
across
so
the
much.
board and
I agree.
found a
there's so
happy
many new
medium
games.
of what
Yeah,
was
there's so many
representative
interesting
of
stories that they
classic
can play.
and comic book.
But they're not gonna do it.
Okay,
They're just gonna
I've been holding it
constantly
together
bring
a
the-
little bit, but now I'm just gonna let it
Mighty
go.
Morphing.
These are amazing. I can't. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to be chill on the other side of this. I'm just like, everything looks good. Just don't lose your mind. They're so
I
freaking awesome.
reckon they
This
sent a
2-pack with
load to
Raphael
Ryan.
and Tommy is so awesome. One of the things there's a lot of things I love about it, so I'm just gonna go on a rant. I'm sorry. One of the things I love about it is that there's actual plot points from the comic book in it, like with the uppercut. that he gives. That's like the
But yeah,
moment that he
Might
when
Morphing is
Tommy
gonna be
knocks
around
Raphael
for a
out.
long
That's the
time.
moment.
We're
I
never
love that you
gonna
guys
get rid
made
of
a
it.
blast effect of that.
that's
I
the
love the
main
fact that
thing.
with Tommy, you've got all
But
the different
is
layers.
that-
Like when he goes in, he can
It's a
be
good
he
and
can be
bad thing at
undercover
the
with
same
the
time,
mask,
because you also
and then
have-
when you take
hang
that
on,
off,
just
and then you
mute it
have
down a
the
bit.
sort of the bandana part covering his
So
face.
you have
What's
the
Foot Soldier
where
Elite, which
Might
I love that
Morphing
you guys
sells,
brought that
so
in.
more people buy it, so they
and
put more money
it's
into
just
it.
all
But
of
then
it.
they
It's
see how much
freaking
Might
awesome.
Morphing sells, so
Okay,
then they
I,
create
obviously
Might
I'm
Might
gonna calm
Morphing.
down now.
Yeah,
But
the next stuff you'll have
yeah,
is
that
like
was one of the.
the
Sorry, I just
Mighty
they're so
Morphing Pussy
good. This
Rangers,
is like
the
10-year-old
Wild
Ryan is
West
coming out
Rangers.
like the alien or something, just
You'll
breaking out
have
of my chest.
so
This
many
is
more,
amazing.
and then the other stuff
But
coming out,
so what I
that
love,
it
one of
will
the things that
just
was so hard
literally
about this
ruin,
process
like,
was
so
like
many things coming
we
up,
originally talked
and
about, do we want to use, because
it
I
gets to the
actually
point
wanted
of how
to,
much
did
Mighty
you want to
Morphing
use
stuff
the
are you
IDW
going to
Foot
have?
Soldier designs? Because I
But
always
now,
love,
because
I
they jumped
love
into the comic
the
book
modern
now,
comic
I
book
would have
design
waited,
of the
and
Foot
I would have
Soldiers.
released these
Because
much
for
later on,
me,
so
as a kid, I was
at
like,
least
a
half the
purple
line
ninja?
came
That's
out,
like not real cloak
and
and
that's the main
dagger.
thing.
And so I
That's
was a little on the
the whole
fence
thing I
about it
went
because I
on,
was like,
because
like if we're
it
gonna play
feels
it
like
real. What
with
was
all
great
these
was my
figures
editor
and
was
what
like,
you
no,
have,
this is gonna be sort of
2,
our
4, 6,
version
8.
of
Do you have how many
taking
do you
influence
have?
from like the cartoon and all the different versions
So
we've seen of the turtles.
2,
And
4,
so
6.
I remember
Yeah, so
the
you have
first
7
drawing we
figures
have,
coming
which is
out,
like
right?
the double page
And
reveal of the turtles. They
that could be
with them fighting
7
like a bunch of
Rangers.
foot soldiers, and the purple was so dark.
But I
And
think that
I
they've had these
love
out
that
for
they
they've
modernized
had
it by
these
giving it the red
waiting
eyes
for
and the
such
stuff.
some
And so
time
you guys
because
have taken that and
they've
gone
been
even
brought out.
further with it and made it look even more realistic. Like if I walked into an alley and I saw a dozen purple ninjas that looked like this, I'm running in the other direction. So like I
But
love it. I
we'll
think
find out.
Tommy looks. I
It's
didn't
interesting
expect to have
how
Tommy
it's
be my
gonna be.
favorite.
I
I
want to
freaking
know
love this figure. It's so cool.
how
I'm
much,
done.
how many
Yeah.
figures they've got.
Ryan, I
left.
love your enthusiasm. Now
many
you
they've
know
got.
Sorry,
how
man.
we feel when we read your comics. No, that's amazing. Like we're happy to
Do you
make you
think
feel
they
like
Yeah,
that
actually
because
it's
that's
read
how
the
you
true.
make us
comics?
feel with your great stories.
So cool. Yeah.
I also want to show
Green Rangers.
scale
Oh.
while I do have both of these
Oh,
in
the
the 2 packs, so
quality's
you
dropped.
can see, because that was another big decision as we were designing these. Like, do we make them taller than the turtles? Taller than our Rangers? Do we make them the same size as the Rangers? Do we make them a little bit shorter? We kind of netted out in this place where they're just a touch shorter. Let's see if I can scooch back. Toe to toe, the turtles are just a little bit shorter than our Rangers.
God damn it.
And that was by design. We really wanted them to look a little bit shorter and stockier and have that visual weight of a turtle. I mean, they don't need a lot of help because they do have obviously this big turtle shell. So they have that weight and presence, but we wanted to keep them pretty in line with each other so that
so it's the
you know, if
quality
you
of
have
their
these lined
streams
up with your
dropped.
Rangers, they make
I don't
sense.
know.
And
The
again,
turtle stuff looks fine, but there
Shredder,
you go, it's better.
they
See the chat
still
better.
can stand toe to toe, but gives him also a good balance of
Where's Splinter?
scale and
I
intimidation.
thought that they were going to bring out.
Can I ask
like,
a
today would have
question?
been the reveal
Because
of Shredder.
one of the things that we were running with is that we have like Simone DeMio designed all the suits and stuff and worked on that, but Dan Mora did a lot of the covers. Did you guys have a hard time finding a way to sort of balance the two designs because they are the same characters but they look different?
So it was a huge point of how we designed this was looking at yes, both of those designs. And in the end, we kind of went with the cover art, more Dan Mara style, because we loved how the structure of them looked a little more humanoid. It was like it had that it could look like it fit in the Ranger universe. And when you have this next to your traditional Ranger, you could see them truly like morph. It's that beautiful blend of both franchises where and it's super unique, something that we've never seen before, nothing on shelf. And that's what we really liked about it was it wasn't too turtle in its form and it wasn't too Ranger or human in its form. It just kind of had a balance that we felt like
I don't like that. That
brought
feels like
Lightning Collection to life was this idea of like making an amplified version of itself. So we really liked that this was like nothing you've ever seen before on shelf if you're a turtle collector.
Really
there's not really another turtle out there that looks
Hasbro
like this.
Really
it's very unique, and we really liked this blended musculature.
Is this just a one-off?
Form
factor. Is that the reason why they're more expensive?
So yeah, that was a decision that we went with, and it was challenging because for sure a lot of details throughout different editions and covers. There are different details, and kind of had to pick and pull from some of them. But for the most part, we kind of did like a blend of the original designs with some of the
'Cause that's
more
that's
finished
one of the
looks
biggest
of
things.
Dan's
Is
designs.
They really like reusing
If
them
that
more
makes
more
sense.
than anything.
Absolutely.
All right,
So,
and I
I
think
want
we
to know
have
what they're
one
gonna do.
last figure to show everybody.
Okay, this is what I think. This
Last
is
but not
the
least.
rarest
You guys
one.
ready? Last
Yeah.
but definitely not least.
He is the one that I
Yes,
think is
Mhm.
going to
there
be the
you go.
hardest to
That
get
was
hold of.
that was also my reaction when I heard about this. I was like, "Oh, we're doing Shredder!" Like, yes. So if nothing else, I was like, I don't care if we make the turtles or not. I like this is just such a cool design, and it totally makes
Show me,
sense
Loretta.
as the Green Ranger.
Show me.
And again, I love that marriage of how you guys blended the two. It just makes so much sense. So without further ado, check him out.
he
I
does
will
look really nice, to
caution
be fair.
that these are models. They are not final. So some of the colors of these
Oh,
things
okay. I thought they
are
were.
not final. They're being tweaked and adjusted. So be kind in the comments. Not everything you see is final. But
To be fair, though, he
you
does
know,
look
we're
really
giving
nice.
you guys the sneak peek in hand look. I love this cape. We did this really amazing tattered effect. It also does have a gradient, so it gets a little darker on the bottom so that it looks like it's
Nice.
faded and dirty and worn, just like it was in the comics.
Kind of like that.
I love that first photo you guys posted of the artwork, because it just, that is exactly what we tried to do here.
Like I'm all
Again,
for that one.
there
I
are
think that's
multiple
gonna be,
versions
out
of your
a
helmet.
lot,
You
it's
guys
one
were
of my favorite
sneaky.
ones.
Like, I've looked at Shredder's helmets in all the comics, and I was like, oh, it's different in this one. It's different in this one. So that's where we like, yeah, we had to make
The question
decisions.
is, anyone going to be picking the
But
Shredder
I
up?
really love how it turned out. I mean, he's so awesome. He looks so villainous.
I don't see them
He has
like
these
tweaking it any
amazing
other
blast
color. I
effects.
think that's what we were going to
Like
get.
he's slashing through the air, and it's just, it's so cool. I mean, his armor has all those like scratches and dents on it
I took
that
a
you would
sip of every
expect
time I was- I really love it. I'm seeing
to see
triple.
from all his battles and stuff, and I just, it's so
Yeah,
cool.
you know,
Can we
like
see the size of him, like side to side? Yeah, there you go. Look at that.
So you can
Oh,
see he's
huge.
not like
That's awesome.
gigantic.
you know, people are
Well,
going to buy a
he's
shit
huge,
ton
but
of
we have
Raph and
had
stuff,
a
or
lot
buy
of
loads of
comments
foot
about like our
soldiers.
monsters are giant. We wanted to make sure, you know, he's still a human, so we wanted to make sure he wasn't like a giant figure in comparison, but he's still bigger than our, like, that's an intimidating standoff. All right, I'm putting
gonna
them
defeat you,
toe to toe.
Tommy.
So he's down
You're
here.
not doing
So
fine.
he is, I believe he's like an inch and some odd taller.
That's really
So
cool.
he's a 7
right.
and something inch
If you can
figure,
do that with
whereas
all of
our
them to some
ranger's
degree,
about 6 inch.
that would be really awesome to have.
So he's a little bit taller, definitely beefier, definitely got some armor up. You can see underneath here, he's got
Please
like
do
all the
more
shoulder
quality control.
plating.
Yeah, every single one they sent out is really bad.
When we went through the design process of this, like we had
Is everyone still
I think
streaming
we
this
actually
too?
spent more time trying to get him right than the actual Turtle Rangers. Like we started on Green Ranger Shredder like immediately because we had a little. I know the reason. Oh, that's why. Because he was going to show up in the first issue, and the Turtles were going to be a few issues. So we had a little bit of runway. But yeah, we went through so many different versions.
Yeah.
One thing I love that the detail you guys have is in the book. One of the things we had, since he kind of
other
quote unquote
designs for
hacks
Shredder.
the coin and sort of like breaks it to his will, we did kind of like the idea that maybe it had like torn his his cape was a little torn, or like the idea that he had like it had deteriorated a little bit in the stuff. So I love that, and yeah. Like it was like trying to
just think
with so many
I hope
different
they're gonna
choices. We're
change
like, does
the
he have
morph with
sleeves?
gold.
Does he have? Do we want what color are the gauntlets? What color are the spikes on his feet? It was like trying
Like,
to
this is
find
one
that
thing I
blend
brought-
of like black and red and just like in super like metal, and we were like trying to find that blend of sort
Can
of
you
like
come-
all the
actually,
different
that's a really
influences
interesting thing. Can you
and
combine
growing up on like
weapons
the
to make
80s
a
TV show, like I
cannon
love that
or a
version.
version
So
of
it's
it?
like, how do you make that version intimidating and scary? And then blend it also
Right,
with
that's
a
what
green
I
Power
wonder.
Ranger. So yeah, it took a long
Yeah.
try, but I loved it. You guys have done an amazing job.
The amazing the details that you guys added made my life so much easier, because some of the asks I
I
would
feel like he's not
typically
had
ask
much
for
time to speak.
is, can I get a material cape? Can I get translucent swooshes? Can I get metallic finishes? Can I get an additional head? And you guys brought that all to the table. So the value of the figures are
It
incredible.
looks really nice. I think the green needs to
Thanks.
be
Yeah,
a
we
bit
definitely
lighter.
wanted to do something different with
That's
like
what I think.
the cape. I love that, like, in the design, you guys brought the morpher into the sash. I mean, just the integration of those little details throughout are like my favorite aspect of this.
Definitely. Well, thank you very much, Loretta. Thank you for showing us all
It's
this
been
amazing
oh.
product. Actually, we
Yeah, of
have
course.
one last thing to show our fans.
Uh-huh,
Right?
we've got a secret
And Juni,
reveal.
love you to speak a little bit about it. So, at the end of each week for Power Month, we're going to have a really nice poster that some amazing, talented artists have worked on that is
Oh,
tying the theme of the week together. And of course, this week is
okay.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So, let's see the great poster that we have created
Oh,
for this
wow.
week.
What?
How fucking amazing is that?
We had the exact same reaction. That's awesome.
That's
The
amazing.
colors. I just got to see this the other day. So incredible. Very easy for me to show all the people at
Like,
Nickelodeon.
why
And
are they going to release
the
this, or
draws
is
are
that it?
dropping. It's amazing.
You know what's so crazy is like this just looks so natural for turtles. Like I know they're Power Rangers, but like my brain, maybe I've been on the brand too long, but like my brain doesn't even register it
They look
as
like
like
God
Power Rangers.
turtles,
I
like-
see the turtles like so much here, and Ryan, to your point, like they're fully mapped.
I would have had
and you
April
still
in there,
know
though.
who they are. Like I always thought that was really funny for turtles as a
Like, I would have had
franchise. Like I think
I
I've
would have
even
had
seen a meme. It's like they go in
April in there as
disguise,
well.
but their mask isn't even covering. Like it's not covering their face or disguising them at all. Like what's this gonna
Okay,
like
I'm kind
do
of- I
when you
kind of
look
like
like a
that.
giant turtle? But this is like one of those things where they're fully covered, but you know who they are.
Oh, I
and
like
what
the
they
fact
are.
they've
It's
got their own
awesome.
little thing.
And actually, we have a really awesome diorama to show our fans as well today with all the product together. Let's show that. There you go.
Oh, they need to come with
Look at
pizza
Mikey.
boxes.
Look at Mikey grabbing that pizza. Anchovies. What else? What else did they put in there?
Oh, it's butterscotch and caramel and
Ugh.
and anything but pineapple. I don't think Mike. I love that Mikey likes
Yeah.
everything on pizza except pineapple. That's like his one no. Grasshopper, sure, but no.
Oh,
but no
that's
pineapple.
horrible. Like, can't.
Look at those power
That-
poses.
I've got to admit. Oh,
And
so you
yes,
can.
all of these weapons combine as well. I forgot to mention that, but all these
Oh,
weapons
wow,
do
that's
combine to
absolutely
make
amazing.
the power weapon.
That posability is pretty cool.
With the articulation, these are
I
all
reckon they stuck
freestanding. These
them
are
down.
balancing on their own. There's nothing holding them down. There's no like
No, I
little
don't believe
stickies
that.
or anything. You can actually pose them out like this.
Okay,
They
I'm
are
gonna try
expertly
and do
posed by our amazing sculptor Corey. He was here on set whenever they shot this, and he posed them out to make sure they were perfect.
that. Okay, I was gonna say, how did they get
But
Donatello
also,
to do that?
yeah, our
And obviously you've
photographer
got the thing to
captured some
keep him in
amazing
place.
shots here.
Without
I love
that
it. I can't
weapon,
wait to
you
see what
cannot
you
make
guys
it.
do with all these awesome action figures, and I can't wait to see your sets and dioramas and reenactments of the comic, because I've seen those and they're like my favorite shots. Is the scene
I
by
have
scene,
a
so.
way that I'm
Again,
gonna do
thank
it.
you very much. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you, Janice, for joining us today for this Fan First Friday. So this is a wrap for us today. I also want to thank all our
wonder if they
fans
can
out
do
there
them.
from around the world. I would like to thank Party City for setting this great product, Walmart for the great cake, and Anyway for the great video games as well. So as I said,
I
we
imagine
will
the
have
Turtles are gonna
great
make it into the
reveals
video
and
games now.
pre-orders throughout the month of August. So stay tuned and
But I
stay
don't
safe,
like the
everyone.
fact
Have a
that
great
they're doing it
weekend.
every single day, releasing
Bye,
it. That kind of
everybody.
thing. That
Bye,
to
guys.
me
Thanks
would
for having
really
us.
kind of get it. Right, let's mute that. I don't know. It looks okay. Like I've pre-ordered all of them anyway. Like that's the one thing. What about you guys? Have you pre-ordered any of them? Or is that pretty much it? I imagine like these things though. When you've got these guys, they should make them bigger, like half the screen. And there we go. Like up next, cancel. Yeah. I just I don't know. Like a really Deoxys video there. Like. Oh, I don't know. Like, interesting. It's pretty freaking interesting what they're doing, but I don't. Just feels more with the fan first. Like, I feel like they could have easily have done a little bit more with it. I'm happy with the turtles. Going to be buying the turtles. That's going to be one thing, but I don't know. What's everyone's thoughts? Are you going to get them? Are you not? Are you on the fence? Like that's the main thing I reckon is what's everyone's thoughts. You know, even going through these comments still, right? I'm like, Are we actually looking at the comments still? Like, please make a thing. Like, what are we doing? Kingcraft, he's like, oh, I don't like it. What a waste of my time. I hate it. Oh, bruh, that's all. I know, right? What a waste of time. Bruh. What you done? I can't believe it. I hate the turtles. Like, why is the turtles always like, why wasn't the Dino Fury news? Why is it? Ah, bruh. Bruh. I can't help it. Nice job. I'm excited. Dino Fury Megazord's coming out this month. Oh no, what am I doing? The do. It's also a good way to go through all these things. Hello, BTTF boy. How are you doing? Koala, you gave it a 9 out of 10. Are you going to be buying any of these figures? Like, just look at how many people are just complaining about it. Okay, I just have to make sure that it is still doing it. Hello, Marissa. Kingcraft is sorry, Mary. Kingcraft is rude. I know. So I was doing a voice of him. Be like, oh, I can't believe. I don't like turtles. Turtles is a I want my Dino Fury news. Oh my god, what am I gonna do? Kingcraft, whoever said? Obviously, we're reading it backwards. Dino Fury. Please give me Dino Fury news. Even though at the beginning of the stream you said it's not the best, and it's this, blah, blah, blah. Oh my god. That's about how I imagine. Okay, so we can't really... What's the top chat? Live chat. Okay, that's better. I've been doing a review. Is it just me, or is I'm just the first person who pre-ordered the Dino Fury Megazord DX? No one cares. I thought the stream would be longer and better. I ain't a fake fan. That's all, bruh. What am I gonna do? Literally, that's it. So imagine he's like, oh, I'm gonna do a review on that. What are you gonna do? It's just interesting. Dino Fury Megazord tie. Well, tell power, I guess. But why are you paying attention to me? Pay attention. I got the Dino Fury Megazord, guys. Great stream. Now let's shift into Turbo. Guys, pay attention to me. To be fair, they've dropped down to 76. People are still kind of like hovering in chat. About the Dino Fury. Okay, no, I'm not going to say anything. I was going to say no one cares. The DX versions. I want to troll them a bit. I do. Okay. Do it. Oh, I can't. I'm out of the live stream. So I can't join in. Oh, great. Oh, yes, I have this. I was hoping for an announcement of the sequel to the comic crossover. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, so what is everyone's kind of thoughts on this? Have you pre-ordered Turtles yourself, or have you done it? That's the... Can I actually jump into that? Can you listen to me? Guys! Is the chat still open, or is it? No, it's closed off. Oh no, is it? Oh no, it's completely closed off. But to be fair, like we found some more stuff, but I didn't really find it that engaging. Yeah, the chat's over. I didn't find it that engaging. Like, I know that's it. I told Kingcraft I don't trust, and oh, that's true. I'm getting. Why don't you trust them, Mary? Is there a thing? Oh, you're not getting the figures. Oh, yeah, that's fine. Like, I know people are and people aren't. It's right, Mary, I saw them. It's fine. So yeah, I don't know. Like, I've pre-ordered all the Turtles. I'm not going to be streaming for another hour, because normally, like, if they say that there's figures coming out every hour, then I don't know if that's worth it. But yeah, it's just something a little bit different in this. They're expensive. Let's just say that they're only a what am I say? Like, these are okay. I've bought them. Let's just say that. That's all I've done. But right, I think I'm gonna leave it there. If you like this sort of content, and you want to see more, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We shall be back with either probably another video later if they drop another Ranger or something like that, which I think they said that they were. So it's going to be, oh, I'm not planning it. Oh, that's absolutely fine. Like, it's such a, like, people do want them or people don't. So it's interesting to see, like, get people's views on it. But what, we're only in the 6th day. So if they're doing a figure a day, fuck, that's, like, can you imagine? Like, there's got to be some sort of way where, there's got to be some way where you have to space them out. Because can you imagine? It's just like they're all coming out on the is it the 11th, the 1st of the 11th. Can you imagine if you had all that toy? You wouldn't. It's too expensive to buy product. Like, I think this is just Hasbro going, oh, have it. Like, I would like it if they spaced them out for the year. Like, if they announced them all, but turned around and said, hey, this month is all about the turtles, but like next year, this is when it is. If you pre-order now, you'll be fine. But, you know, it's just super expensive. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. I might make a video on this if they do keep releasing figures all the way through. If not, have fun. Anyway, hope you guys are all well. Like, comment, favorite, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much for watching. I keep looking over there because I think that's where my camera is. Thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you in the next live stream, which we'll do a few more. We might play some video games and stuff like that, or just do some random stuff. But I'm going to leave it there. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Now I have to hit it. So yeah, thanks very much, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!